Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi, welcome to our video presentation in application of geometry in real life for our subject Math 123 Foundation of Geometry. Allow me to introduce our group members. My name is Muhammad Danish bin Yusof and we have Luqmanulhakim bin Abu Bakar, Muhammad Luqmanulhakim bin Ahmad Fazil and Muhammad Danial bin Muhammad Azimin. Next. So in geometry, I would like to talk about what is geometry, reason why we use geometry in our daily life, and how geometry can be related to our daily life. Next, for introduction, what is geometry? According to Wikipedia, geometry is a Greek word consists of geos, which means earth, and metron, measure, thus giving meaning as a earth measuring. It is concerned with properties of space that are related with distance, shape, size, and relative position of figures. A mathematician who works in the field of geometry is called geometer. Next. So why do we learn geometry? To create a foundation for more advanced mathematical learning, geometry has many practical use in everyday life, such as measuring the circumference, area, and volume when you need to build or create something. Example geometric shape also play an important role in common recreational activities such as video games, sport, quilting, and food designs.
Okay, now I will talk about the application of building in geometry, the Tower of Pisa in Pisa, Italy. Next. The characteristic of the Tower of Pisa is 55.86 meters from the ground on the low side and 56.67 meter on the high side. The width of the wall at the base is 2.44 meter. The weight is estimated at 14,000 tons. The tower has 296 or 294 steps. The seventh floor has two fewer steps on the north-facing staircase. The eight-story tower was built with limestone and lime mortar with an exterior covering of marble. Interestingly, the limestone is probably why the tower has not cracked and collapsed. The rock is flexible enough to withstand the pressures placed on it by the tilt. The bottom story of the tower is an arcade of its closed marble arcs. Each of the following six stories contains 50 arcs, while the final story or bell chamber has 16 arcs. The identity of the Tower of Pisa's first architect remains a mystery for many years. The initial phase of the design work was attributed to Bonanno Pisano, a well-known 12th century resident artist of Pisa. However, recent studies appear to indicate that an architect named Dio Tisalvi, who designed the baptistry, was also responsible for the tower. The second phase of construction is attributed to Giovanni di Simone, who added 4 floors to the tower in 1275. Architect Tommaso di Andrea Pisano was the architect who finished the work and succeeded in harmonizing the Gothic element of the bell chamber with the Romanesque style of the tower. The Tower of Pisa was located in Pisa, Italy. It was built from 1173 to 1399. It is a bell tower. The height is 8 stories, 185 feet or 56.4 meter. The base diameter is 50 feet, 9.6 inch or 50.484 meters. The weight is 16,000 tons. The angle of tilt is 3.97 degrees, 12 feet, 5.9 meter from vertical. The construction tower of Pisa was started in 1173 and was designed as a straight tower. But in 1178, the tower starts to lean. And the third floor was completed, but the work was stopped due to war. In 1272, work was started again. The fourth to seventh floor was built, and in 1370 the construction was completed. Many people ask why was the tower of Pisa became tilted. The base of the tower is just 20 meters squared times 3 meters deep. It's not actually enough to handle the 14,000 tons of marble on top. Why the tower of Pisa does not fall? The leaning tower doesn't fall because its center of gravity is carefully kept within its base.
Application of Tower Pisa. The tower began to lean during construction in the 12th century due to soft ground which could not properly support the structure's weight. It worsened through the completion of construction in the 14th century. By 1990, the tilt had reached 5.5 degrees. The structure was stabilized by remedial work between 1993 and 2001, which reduced the tilt to 3.97 degrees. Some interesting things that happened in history at this tower. The first one is Galileo Galilei, who is a famous scientist, visit this tower between 1598 and 1592 to drop two cannonballs and demonstrate their speed in keeping the law of free fall. The second one, during the Second World War, Army Surgeon of United States, US, Ian Weinstein, impressed by the beauty of this tower and refrained the US Artillery Strike Army to spare the tower from destruction. The tower and the neighboring cathedral, baptistry, and cemetery are included in the Plaza del Domo UNESCO World Heritage Site, which was declared in 1987, which shows that this tower is a precious building. Next. These are the measurements. Next.
Okay, this is how to calculate the volume tower of Pisa. Tower of Pisa is a cylindrical shape. So the formula of volume cylinder is pi r square h. Tower of Pisa is divided by 2. That's C1 and C2. C1 is large size and the C2 is smaller size. The volume of C1 is pi by h square by 55. So the answer is 3520 pi, or in generally is 11,058.4061 meter cube. Volume of C2 is pi by 7.5 square by 5. So the answer is 281.25 pi, or in generally is 883.5729 meter cube. The total of volume for Tower of Pisa is 11,941.979 meter cube. This is how to calculate the surface area Tower of Pisa. The formula of surface area cylinder is 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r square. Okay. The surface area for C1 is 2 pi rh plus pi r square plus pi r square for the bottom and upper. Different I divided by 2 because the cylinder upper is covered with the cylinder C2 or smaller size. So the cylinder upper is different with the cylinder bottom. So the equation is 2 pi by 8 by 55 plus 5 by x squared plus pi by 0.5 squared. So the answer is 944.25 pi, or internally is 2966.4489 meter square. Surface area for C2 is 2 pi RH plus pi r square upper. The reason because I noted the bottom because the circle bottom is covered with circle upper C1. So I'm not take the circle bottom. The equation is 2 pi by 7.5 by 5 plus pi 7.5 square. So the answer is 431.25 pi, or internally is 412.3340 meter square. So the total of surface area for Tower of Pisa is 3,378.7829 meter square. Okay.
Application of bowl geometry. What is bowl? Bowl is a container that we daily use. And what is the use of bowl in daily life? The main use of the bowl is to keep and store food when we eating. It act as a container. Also, the bowl can act as water tank in house when the roof is leaked to prevent flood or more terrible causes happen in the house. For the calculation of bowl, we will use the formula of hemisphere. The volume of surface area of a hemisphere is 3 pi r square with the closed surface, and without the closed surface we only need 2 pi r square. For the volume, it is 2/3 pi r cube. Next.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today I will show you how to calculate a volume of bowl using pen, a ruler, a calculator and a piece of paper. First, we need to measure the diameter of the bowl using a ruler. Make sure it is at the center of the bowl to have the exact value. So we got 20 cm. Okay, we can note that diameter is 20 cm. We do know that a radius is equals to diameter over 2. So the radius is equal to 10. And the volume of a bowl is, we use the formula of hemisphere, V equals to 2/3 pi r cube. So we substitute the formula V equals to 2/3. We use 22/7 as pi, 10 cube. Okay. We use the calculator to calculate 2/3 times 22/7 times 10 cube. We got 2095.2381 centimeter cube. This is the how to calculate the volume of bowl. Thank you. Okay, now we will continue to calculate the total surface area of the bowl. We will use as we know, the total surface area of a hemisphere is 3 pi r squared. But because of this bowl doesn't have the surface area, so we will minus pi r squared. So the total surface area will got 2 pi r squared. Okay, we substitute from the radius we got just now. 2 pi 10 squared. We will use pi as 22/7. Okay. Okay, now we will calculate using calculator. 2 times 22/7 times 10 squared. 628. 0.5714 centimeter squared.